All right, what's up, guys? This is Jack with Bonfire Locks, bringing you guys 5 more picks. This game, we're going to the Thursday night, Thanksgiving Day night game between the Bengals and Ravens. If you haven't done so already, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment. I've been looking at the channels, and the views are very far down. They're like in single digits. But I do think something's going on in the back end because the views, you guys are watching the videos pretty much almost all the way through, and it's just not posting the videos anywhere. So I don't know. It seems like you guys are enjoying the videos. The people that watch it, like I said, it shows the retention time is pretty long. So it means the people that do actually like the video, you guys are watching the whole way through, which is great. If there's only 9 of you guys every day that watch these videos, then so be it. I'm glad that you guys enjoy the content. Hopefully, too, if you share it, maybe we can kind of kickstart a little flywheel, get these videos pushed out more. I truly don't know what's been going on in the back end, but I think we've been going well. Again, the watch time has been good, so you guys have been good. But again, I appreciate it. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. It helps out a ton. If you haven't already yet, I posted this video Wednesday night on Thanksgiving Eve. I also posted a video showing 5 picks for the early games. There's the 1 o'clock game between the Packers and Lions. There's also the 4 o'clock game between the Chiefs and Cowboys. So go check out that video as well, or watch that afterwards. Watch this one, then watch that one. Send both to your boys. Check out the picks. So again, we got 10 picks for the day overall. We're going to have a fantastic Thanksgiving Day game. I'm very excited. It is tough. Like, some of the games start early, so I'll just be outside the TV watching the games. Again, I live in Miami, so being able to watch football outside during Thanksgiving is something that I'm very new to and is absolutely incredible. But again, we got this game, Bengals, Ravens. We're going to start off with 4 player prop picks for you guys, and then we'll also give you the player profit pick of the day. I'll also talk a little bit about player profits new challenge and a massive addition and new feature being added to player profit that I'll get into later in the video. But let's start off with the picks we have for today. So the first one we're going with is we're going with a Lamar anytime touchdown. This is my favorite touchdown play of the day. And I know you're going to look at this and say, hey, he hasn't scored. And that's why I like it. He's had trouble with his legs. I know he's injured, but I do like him to run the ball in. And also, too, at plus 230, I think it's actually a really good play. Again, I know he hasn't scored in a while. I'm very well aware of that. But I do think Lamar to score a touchdown run. The Bengals defense is horrendous. It is really, really bad. But I think Lamar will be able to get in the end zone. I think he'll score. And again, at plus 230, I think that is just fantastic odds. Now, if you don't want to put this in the DFS slip, I completely get that, and you can just take it as a straight bet, maybe put a unit, half unit on it. But I do like this play a lot, and it's my favorite anytime touchdown play for the day. Staying with that's the guy who I was missing, Mark Andrews. Let me add this guy in. So we're also on the Ravens side. We're looking at Mark Andrews under receiving yards. Now, this is kind of the opposite of what I'm talking about. Like, he had, Mark hasn't had a good season so far this year. He scores, but you can see receiving wise, he's very well into this. He had one massive game against Detroit. Other than that, hasn't done much. Again, I know the Bengals defense is really bad, but I think this will be, a bad where they're throwing the ball over the top. They're going to be throwing the ball to Zay. They'll also be throwing the ball to, I completely blanked on their other top receiver's name. Oh, Bateman. They'll be throwing the ball to Bateman and Zay Flowers. Those are both go routes, and I could see that. So if you want to take a non-anytime touchdown pick, you could look at Lamar passing yards. But again, I just don't see Mark getting this. I think he'll get in like the mid-30s, but he's older. He's not going to get these breakout runs. I see this line. I think this line's really way too high. If you want to do an alt line, you can take it up to 50, but to be honest, I think, again, looking at the last 10 games alone, last 5, he's averaging literally half this number. And again, people love taking overs, which kind of a lot of times inflates these lines. So I think this is a great opportunity to kind of take advantage of this. So again, we're taking the under on Mark Andrews receiving yards at 42.5. Now looking at the other side of the ball, we're looking at the first pick we're going with is, where is Noah? There's Noah, but I like the. So I got this line a little bit higher, it looks like. I got it at 15, so I'll be honest with it. Take it at 15, 14, whatever. Noah Fant more than 14 14.5 receiving yards. Or actually, I'll just take the line because I actually haven't taken this. I haven't added this to slip it. So we'll take Noah Fant at 12.5 yards. I'll update this real quick. I think he's played fantastic. You can see here he's the opposite of Mark Andrews, where he's doubling this figure. Mark's number is high at 42. Noah's is down at 12, and they're actually getting the same amount of consistency. And you're looking, they're both averaging 26 here. But a lot of times also, too, when I talk about when sportsbooks make lines, they have to inflate numbers for more well-known players because more money is going to be taken on the over, especially in isolated games. This happens a lot. Again, as a former bookie, this is what happens. All the money from the day rolls up into the night slate, and people love taking the over. So what do they have to do? They have to increase the overs on players that people are heavily betting on. Noah Fant isn't a guy that a lot of people like, hey, let's take him. So that's what I was talking about. You can find great value in overplays on kind of random players. Noah just has to get 15 yards, and he can get that in one play. The other reason why I really like this is Burrow's back. Burrow's coming off an injury. He will push the ball down the field. I know he will get Jamar Chase and T. Higgins on his deep routes. But when these short situations, he will look to his check down. He will get the ball out quick. He will make sure they push the pace down the field. And that, for Noah Fant, 12.5 yards, that's very, very well doable. So again, our first three picks, we have Lamar anytime touchdown, Mark Andrews under 42 receiving yards, and then Noah Fant more than 12.5 receiving yards. Now, staying with the Bengals, we are taking Chase Brown more than 79 combined rushing and receiving yards. Now, the reason I like the combination, one, you can see he's blown through this line recently. The beginning of the season, it was lower. Last 5, he's averaging 114, which is nuts. He's been running the ball down teams' throats. Patriots have one of the top rush defense. Prior to last week, I think they'd only allowed one rusher over 50 yards. And again, as a pass fan, I'm watching this game, and they were just running the ball. He was just running the ball down their throats. So he could hit this line just off of rushing alone. But also, too, again, going off of Burrow coming off an injury, he's going to often look at the checkdowns, make sure that they're moving the ball down the field. Again, this is a tough game for Joe to come back from. Bengals are having a rough season. Ravens were having a rough season. They came back. They're going to want to make sure they get the ball down the field. And one of the things to do so is throw the ball to your pass-catching back. Chase Brown is one of the better running backs in the league. He's played fantastic. So I like this play a ton. So again, our 4 DFS picks. We have Chase Brown more than 76, or it looks like 79 combined rushing receiving yards. Noah Fant more than 12.5 receiving yards. Lamar Jackson anytime touchdown, and then Mark Andrews under 42.5 receiving yards. Now make sure to check out and build that slip on Underdog, ReBet, Onyx. They're all got great bonuses for you guys. All the links are in the description below. So please make sure you go and check those out. Now for Player Profit. Now, if you're not familiar with Player Profit is sports trading. So you pay in, you buy an account, and then you're making picks with other people's money. So you don't have to worry. Once you get the account, you don't have to stress, I lost $30, I lost $100, I lost this bet. No, the way it works is you get the account, and then you go through a series of challenges. So the first challenge, you have to make at least 10 picks. You go up 10 units. After 10 picks, you get paid out $200. So I'm doing this based on a 100K bankroll, a 100K challenge account, $2,000, right? $2,000, you get a 100K challenge. Go up 10 picks, or place 10 picks, go up 10%, get a $200 bonus. Then do it again, place 15 picks, go up 15%. You get a $4K payout, which means you double your money, which is fantastic. Then make 20 picks, profit target 25%, 10x your money. Now, at this point, you have made $4,200, $24,000 off $2,000. Then, if you pass phase 4, make another 20 picks, go up 40%, you get a $100K payout. So I think this is fantastic. I like Player Profit a lot. I use them every day. If you watch my videos every day, you know that I'm posting about them. And our Player Profit pick of the day. So again, looking at this game, right? We're looking at the lines here. Let's look at spreads. So look at how well they've performed. Now, the Ravens have actually covered this in every single game. Covered against the Jets, covered against the Browns, covered against Minnesota, Miami, Chicago. On their 5 game, they pushed against Cleveland, but the rest have hit. Bengals have also been covering this. Bengals are bad, but they're not horrendous. And with Burrow coming back, I see this game being close. I don't think Baltimore is going to be able to run away with this like they have in the past. And for that reason, again, a lot of times in these divisional rivalry games, the games end up being a lot closer than people think. They can be, just a field goal, 4 points. The other thing, too, I want to be shocked if the Bengals do something weird where they go for 2, try to get as many points as they can. And for that reason, our Player Profit pick of the day for this night's late game is we're taking Bengals +7. So we'll take that for $1,000 over on Player Profit. So again, those are the picks for you guys. If you made it all the way here, I really appreciate it. Again, you guys watching the video all the way through helps me out a ton with the algorithm. Again, I think the other back end of it is having issues, but so what? I appreciate whoever of you guys that comment, watch the videos. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.